Hello everyone and welcome back to A Bit Tactical, where today I'm going to be going over the sniper and the gunners, the counter-fired goons for the scout squad. And with all my videos, at the end, there's going to be a rules read section if you just want to know the stats, the basic things it can do for those people. But I like to get right into the guide and the strategies because that's my favorite part of Kill Team. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, let's get the easiest things out of the way. The sniper, obviously, with him, you're going to try to pair him up with your tracker, right? So you can get that sleek light against people. That can be very effective against people. You also are going to want to use your firefight ploy to automatically retain that crit. That devastating 3 can be really, really good. And if you can start to pair it up with the equipment so you get that lethal 5, trust me when I say, when this guy can pop off, he can pop off. He can one-shot a Space Marine. That's how powerful he can be in the right circumstances. It's really nice. One thing you should consider, and I've done it more than a few times, if you really want the guaranteed stuff, okay, you can switch him to engage, okay? Instead of staying on conceal, and then use your sniper rifle so you can guarantee the stuff, okay? When you're like, I need 4 hits for sure, you should do this. I've done it multiple times because I can't tell you how many times, despite the fact that I hit on 2s, my sniper has missed, and you want to do those rerolls. And sometimes you really need the crits to pop off, so sometimes I'll reroll a 2. Okay, there have been times where I've hit like 3 2s, and I rerolled all of them just so I could fish for crits. Didn't work that one time, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. But typically, yeah, you're not going to use ambush with this guy, or you're not going to get much use out of ambush from this guy, as opposed to your heavy gunners, which you're going to get a lot of use out of, okay? Rerolls with these guys are essential because every single shot these people take is very important, and it's very crucial, especially your missile launcher. You do not want to miss with your missile launcher, believe me when I say that. And if you are taking both gunners, you should be taking the heavy bipod. Yes, equipment is, stretched a little thin these days with the new approved ops, but I can't tell you how many times just not having to spend it on ambush and getting ceaseless, or if I already used ambush, it used to be called gunfire ambush, which is basically the same thing, at least in terms of shooting. Getting that relentless instead, can't tell you how many times that saved my ass, okay? Especially with the heavy bolter. Okay? Missing with 5 attacks is probably the worst feeling you could ever have. So just don't ever have it by getting relentless. Now, we don't want to talk about if you miss with that second relentless roll. We don't want to talk about that. But it's going to help you not have bad feelings in the future. Other things you should consider, right? Having your heavy gunner on the 3rd level on Volkus so he can get that accurate 2, really, really good, okay? That can really help you prevent that I missed everything roll if you're only rolling 3 dice, right? Because you're always guaranteed to get those two hits, right? And lethal 5 saturate on any of these gunners is going to be crucial. It's going to be crazy, especially with the heavy bolter because he has piercing crits 1, so he needs a crit in order to really mitigate those save die, right? Against any horde model, against some Space Marines, right? Phobos Strike Team, for example. If you get 3 hits, they die, right? So if you're reducing their save, they can only save 2. You get all 5 hits, you kill them, right? I can't tell you how many times with a heavy bolter I have auto shot something and just killed them, right? Nemesis Claw, I'm looking at you. I love killing Nemesis Claw with the scout squad. I don't know why, I just do. Listen, you can combine a lot of things here, right? Lethal 5 saturate with a heavy bolter that's on the 3rd level, so he's getting accurate 2 as well. And he has the ambush, so he gets ceaseless rerolls. And because he is not moving, he's going to get a relentless reroll. That's a good way to kill your opponent. Whoever he is, whoever they are, it's a good way to kill them. But how do you actually play them, right? Personally, I've tried the offensive model. I've tried going all in. I've tried going the Kazakin, I'm going to go choose one lane and I'm going to push down, and that can work. But that really only works because of the warriors and what they're doing, more so than these guys. These guys are like the mop-up crew. So in terms of that, 100%, they're really effective at that. But if you're going to try to look for these guys to be your offensive guys, I don't really see it happening. Yes, we do have a new strategy ploy, and yes, it makes it so that we get to... we get the 3 additional dashes, which could be really nice, right? And the sniper does have a little bit more maneuverability because he's heavy dash only now. But in general, no. These guys are defensive masters. They're the counter fire goons. You're going to want them to be at a strong point and then shoot from there, right? One thing that I like to do, I've done it probably, of the 20 games that I've played, I think I did it like 8 or 10 of the games. Where if I got the stronghold, like the stronghold on my side of the board, or if it was even if it was in the center, I would just take it over. I'd put a scout warrior on the door, and then I'd have everybody else on top. And by everybody else, I mean my 2 gunners and my sniper. Have them there just shooting away. People are charging in. I'm counter-charging with my sergeant. And then it's just a brawl. And it's really fun, actually. But notice that it's defensive there. It's not really aggressive too much. It's just, I'm going to stay here, you're going to come to me, and then I'm going to shoot you off the board. And yeah, guys, they can be really powerful. These guys as counter-fire goons can be really powerful. They have a lot of tools. They have easy access to lethal 5 and saturate. They have easy access to automatic crits, right? They can even double shoot. It's not going to happen too much, but they could do it. Use them like that. Now, of course, somebody out there, please, go in the comments. Maybe someone has developed an offensive strategy that has these guys as the front line units. It's possible. 100%. Anything's possible with Kill Team. Except for Kazakin getting a higher than 30% win rate. But go ahead and give me that strategy. I want to use it, please. I've tried throwing them into the gauntlet in various ways, and I just couldn't find something. But defensively, even just keeping them in deployment, believe me, can be very effective just to guard your one home objective. I feel like these guys pair up really well with retrieval now, where technically you can play super defensive because you don't even have to score any of retrieval until the last turning point if you don't want to. You can wait until the very last turning point to fully score 6 VP from that tac op. So just consider that. You have the ultimate advantage when it comes to patience here. That's not even to count like everything from the forward ops that you could get, right? If you're not going to get used out of the Seek tokens, okay? Nobody goes into the Seek tokens. As soon as you tell them you have full Seek, they avoid those areas. But it's possible, okay? Anyways, guide people, I love you more than I love other people. Never forget that. But that's it for me today. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. All right, rules read, people. Let's start with a Scout Heavy Gunner. He has 2 APL, a 6-inch move, a 4-up save, and 10 wounds. He will come with a bolt pistol, which is 4 attacks hitting on 3s, 3-4, range 8, which means he has an 8-inch shooting range. And he will always come with fist as well, which is 3 attacks hitting on 3s, 3-4. He has 2 different weapons, the first of which is the Heavy Bolter, which has 2 different weapon profiles. First is Focus, which is 5 attacks hitting on 3s, 4, 5. Heavy dash only, which means that if you fire this weapon, you can only dash. And he also comes with Piercing Crits 1, which means that if you roll a crit, then your opponent can only use 2 save die as opposed to the regular 3. He also has the Sweeping profile, which is 4 attacks hitting on 3s, 4, 5, Heavy dash only, Piercing Crits 1, and Torrent 1 inch, which means that if another enemy operative is within an inch of the first operative you shot at, you can also shoot him if he is a viable target. So he still has to follow all the other conventions, right? If he's in cover and concealed, you will not be able to shoot him. And then we have the missile launcher, which comes with 2 weapon profiles. Frag, which is 4 attacks hitting on 3s, 3, 5. Blast 2, which anyone within 2 inches of this person, regardless of whether or not they are a valid target to you, can be shot at again. The only thing is that they have to be a valid target from the person you're shooting at. Then, of course, heavy dash only. Then you have the missile launcher, the crack version, which is 4 attacks hitting on 3s, 5-7. Heavy dash only, piercing 1, which means that your opponent will only roll 2 save die as opposed to 3 automatically. You don't have to retain a crit for this one. Then we move on to the Scout Sniper. Same thing, 2 APL, 6-inch move, 4 up save, 10 wounds. He has the bolt pistol and fist as well, same stats. And then he has the Sniper Rifle. He has 2 versions of this. One is the mobile, which is 4 attacks hitting on 3s, 3-4, just a bolt gun. And then the stationary version, which is 4 attacks hitting on 2s, 3-3 damage, devastating 3, which means that if you roll any crits, you automatically do 3 damage no matter what. And then heavy dash only. And then silent, which means that you can fire this weapon from concealment. Do note, you do not have to be concealed. You can be concealed, or you can choose to switch to engage for any reason. He also comes with a camo cloak. Whenever an operative is shooting this operative, ignore the saturated weapon rule. And if you can retain any cover save, you can retain 1 additional cover save, or you can retain 1 cover save as a critical instead. Of course, this isn't cumulative with the improved cover save from Vantage, so you can't get, all saves, all crit saves or something like crazy like that. It's just this rule. It'll overwrite the other one. Or you can have the other one. You can choose between which one you want, but you can only do one. Then he has the Optics, which is 1 AP, until the start of this operative's next activation. Whenever it's shooting, enemy operatives cannot be obscured. This operative cannot perform this action while within control range of an enemy operative. All right, rules read people. Don't forget, I love to read, Devastation of Baal, some other Warhammer book that I read. I don't even remember its name. But I love reading. Reading is better than not reading and playing games. That's for sure. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Also, quick note, guys. I'm so sorry about the uploads, okay? Things are going crazy right now, okay? Work is going crazy. I work in a warehouse, so obviously the holidays are just going to be insane. Kind of the reason why, for those of you who were around that long, last year there was like a 3-month, I didn't upload anything. That's why. This is just the crunch for where I work, so videos will slow down. I was hoping it'd be a little bit different because things are a little bit different, but it's not. So I will still be trying to post videos, though. I'm going to try for bi-weekly, but we never know. Okay? All right, anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.